So in this video I want to show you how to segment the individual bones. I've shown you how to do it for the thumb region. Let me go ahead and do it for the pointing finger right here. All right, let's hide. Okay, so right now I'm seeing the thumb even though the eye icon is disabled here, but that is because I'm looking at the models now. So click on the model icon and we'll disable all the segmentation models that are already there. Back to the segmenting. Oh, okay, so I think this is what I've shown you last time. If you look at the bottom of the joint there, you can see it's not a flat thingy. Instead it's like so if you see here, as I've said in our meeting last time, that you need to look at all three slices to get an idea of what I'm talking about. So let's see. So right now if you look at only the red slice here, you will probably end up drawing this whole region and consider that to be the part of the finger itself, but this is actually going into the bottom region. So if you look carefully, like here in the green slice, you can see that the bone is actually having an outline like this instead of a flat line. So the problem that I found with your models were you just drew a flat line to cut it off from there. I can go ahead and show you another finger too. So let's do this finger, the middle finger. So I'm gonna add another segment, call it middle finger, and okay, now I'm going to bring it up to here. So you can see it because now you should be able to see it. Yeah, it's pointing right in front of that. So now this is the finger that we are interested in. You can see here in the yellow slice and green slice. I think we need to scroll further a little bit. Yeah, so there you can see here. Yeah, this is actually probably better one, but let's go ahead and segment this region out and separate it from the bottom part. One more important thing that I want to share with you is this particular website, anatomylearning.com. This is a web-based interactive website where you can learn the anatomy in 3D. I use this website a lot. It takes just a little bit time to download all the 3D files. So here you can learn anatomy of different bones, muscles, different systems and all that. For our case, the important thing I think would be the bones, to study the bones in the upper limb. Probably you are interested in the musculature to probably find how to have different joint movements, but let's look at the bones of the upper limb. We are interested in the, let's say, the overview. So here you have view of whole upper arm. So to navigate you can scroll to zoom in and use your keyboard like playing a video game, like A, W, S and D to move up and down. So pressing the S key you can move downwards, and A you can move a little left, then you can scroll in. So now you can see different stuff there. So there is this some ligament. You can right click on it and say delete it. You don't want them to hinder your view. You can, yeah, so similarly you can so this is the joint. You can right click and delete it to just see how it looks like. So you can play with this model in 3D. You can zoom in all the way, select that, and again delete it off. So you can right click that particular bone, that's the trapezium bone, and then hide it. And now you can actually look at how the base of the that particular bone is going to look like. It's not flat, as I was saying. So you can use this website to learn a lot of the anatomy and probably the ligament structures and stuff that might be useful for you. So from the anatomy we learned, let's start segmenting, and I'm going to change the color just so it appears different. Okay, now a quick tip: if you are doing segmentation, if you have your show 3D turned on, it's going to take a little longer for the computer to process it, so it may look like a little sluggish. So I will turn that off, and I'm in the scissors tool, and I'm gonna fill inside in the editable areas inside all segments, symmetric of 1 mm. Okay, now let's draw around the region in the yellow slice. And you can see how it affects in all of the slices there. Okay, let's scroll a little bit. So for me, I can see this particular region to be pretty obvious as the line of separation, but if you want it to be a little more clearly visible for you, you can turn off the slice fill. So now you have this green outline but nothing inside, so you can probably see it better. And if you want to work in this way, I can go back to that, and yeah, you can do this. And yeah, so with the change that I made, it just makes it just an outline instead of the whole thing. So I'm mostly using the yellow slice here to identify different bones. It's because it's most clearly visible here. If you want, you can even do it with the green slice too. I can show you quickly. Have to be careful and get all the adjusting. So either way, anyway, it's the same thing. So just enable this to about 50%, and you can change the opacity too. Somewhere here looks good to me, and then click on it. It's selected. You get back to the segmenting tools, format, yeah. So it's going to be about 10-15 slices that you have to carefully work with. You can see the progress we are making on the red slice. So here, if you look at it carefully, there is this particular bone that's not part of the wrist itself. So I'm guessing that's the pointing finger. Yes. So if you want to make sure that we are not drawing in there in the pointing finger segment, you can say it's going to be inside of bones only. So even if you draw something like this, it is not going to go in the pointing finger region. So here you can probably clearly understand what I mean. You need to look at the 3 different slices, because if you look at this particular slice, I don't think it's going to be easy. So it's kind of going into this particular region too. So yeah. See, in the extent of this particular bone, it's a little different, isn't it? There you have the whole bone, and yeah, I think this is part. Yeah, we are just trying to fill this region. So we got this end of it. We need to work and this the other half of it. It's not too long of a process to segment it out. It's just need to be patient. So now this particular region is kind of the gray area. So I hover over here to see if the bone is actually extending or if it's the other bone. So it looks like it is a part of this bone. So you can go ahead and include that region. something. I'm not sure if this is part of this bone. Yeah, looks like it is. Yeah, it is the part of the same bone, but so there you go. So this part is actually part of the other bone, other finger. So we may want to undo a couple of slices. So this part, yes, it is part of this middle finger. The other part is not part of the the middle finger. So now we will enable the show 3D option, and there you see is just the bone that we need, just the middle finger bone. And once you have done this part, the rest is a little bit easy. Just go to islands, add selected island, click on it, and this is going to be the whole middle finger. Now if I disable the view, see what it is here. So it looks like there are a bits of the bone that we missed, but we can add it. But you understand what I want to emphasize here. So look at the curvature here. So it's going down like this. And let's add this island too. I hope it's an island, the whole bone. Yeah, apparently it's the whole bone. No worries, let's undo it. Put the middle finger there. There's this tiny speck. You can add that. Well, yeah, there it is. Now there's one more tiny speck there. And I'm gonna add that island too. Okay, so I did not add that island, so scissors, try it. No. So no, that's actually part of it, but so it looks like I missed this little part. So even this is part of the middle finger. Not the center part, probably. Yeah, since I have enabled the 3D view, it takes a little bit longer to finish that. No, that's not what I wanted. So here the problem is, okay, so now what we do is we use one of the other views to get the exact outline we need. So here you can see there's this tiny bit that we missed it, so we get that too. Yeah, so that is it.